Hi. How are you? Come in. It's nice to see you today. Glad you made it. Come on in. I have my coffee here. Nice to see you. You guys have asked me about the Murdaugh murder case. I don't have a lot, but I do want to talk about it for you so you can see what I do have going on from spirit or whatever else. So come on in. This is not a crime channel. I am not a fact-based channel. I am a actual real psychic medium. And I give my input on murder cases coming from a spirit perspective, whether it's the victims themselves or other spirits who can give me any information. So my name is Audrey. Welcome. And I'm the salty psychic because I'm salty. Before we get started with that content, though, let's go ahead and get some business out of the way. We need 1,000 subscribers on this channel. I want to do live shows, so please help me get to 1,000. Yes, I will be monetized at 1,000 as well, but I'm upfront with you and tell you that's not as important to me as interacting with you guys live. So I need 1,000 subscribers to be able to do live shows. So help me to get to 1,000, please. And I just can't wait. I can't wait for that. So hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button as well. That's very important too. And then share. You can share this video on any social media. You can even text it to your friends or family on, I think, anywhere. You can copy the link and ship it off to the other side of the world if you want. And then I've worn these pieces before. These are for my new jewelry website that I have. So I'm going to give myself a little plug in my video. And these are vintage Heidi Daus pieces. So this is a Heidi Daus ring. It's very gaudy and I love it. And then these are pierced earrings. They're absolutely stunning. So check out the website. Everything's, do I have Chanel? No, I have Christian Dior on there. I have Trifari. I have some amazing, amazing pieces that go back all the way to 1920. So if you're into that, maybe you don't know that you're into that and you'll be into it when you see it. So check out my website for jewelry. Thanks. Okay. So Murdaugh murders. I've mentioned before, I have not been following this crime, this story at all. My husband's been following it since it began, from the very beginning of it. So I didn't feel a big connection with this case, but oh, here comes Spirit. Every time. What was I saying? Darn it, Spirit interrupted me. I didn't feel a big connection with this case, and it doesn't mean that it's not worth my time. So anyway, I'll tell you what I do know about it. I don't know a lot. This might be a very short video. I'm not sure. So Richard Alexander Murdaugh, and he goes by Alec. All right, whatever, that's fine. And he's accused of shooting his wife and his son, Maggie and Paul, in the dog kennels on his estate. The man's wealthy on paper, I guess. I know he stole, $9 million from colleagues, friends, associates, clients. He stole millions and millions and millions of dollars, which is not new. That happens all the time. So he will go to jail on those charges for sure. But I heard Nancy Grace talking about him maybe doing 10 years, 7 years at the end of this for those crimes, for the white collar crimes. I watched maybe in total, maybe an hour in total of the lawyers talking to Alex on the stand, both the defense lawyers and then the other side. And why can't I think of that word? Defense lawyers and whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. So, I went along listening as he was on the stand with his own attorney, talking to him, asking him questions. I heard his attorney call out lots of things that he did that were not right, that were illegal, like lying to the police. And, they talked about him stealing the money. He's very clear that he did do it. He did steal the money. He's admitted to that. And what they're doing is they're trying to say, look, he's being honest. He's an honest guy. Yeah, he made one first lie, and that was a huge mistake, but he owns up to it. That doesn't matter. What does that have to do with the murder case? Give me some evidence. We know the man's a liar. That's not evidence, though. We need some physical evidence. We need some evidence of some kind. There's nothing. There's an incredible amount of reasonable doubt that I've witnessed in the time I've seen Murdaugh on the stand. And I'm not a lawyer. I did have to put my ex-husband on the stand one time because I was my lawyer. That's another funny story. Anyway, I just remembered that. Maybe I'll put that in my book. It's hilarious. Okay. Anyway, I'm not a lawyer. This man's going to get away with murder. There's make me feel it. The prosecution, that's the word. The prosecution's not doing what they need to do. It's just fluff. The guy's walking around, turning pages. He's saying stupid things like, well, in your new statement, in your new truth, you said this. And in your new truth today, you said that. Just stop. Where's the frickin' facts? Give me something I can consider this man guilty and prosecute him. You're not doing it right, sir. I don't even know your name. And you guys asked me about spirit, if spirits come in, which I will get to in a moment. Now, I have to say, Murdaugh does look pretty comfortable on the stand. I don't think he's cocky. He doesn't seem to be cocky to me. If I wasn't a psychic there's a few things here. If I didn't know this man's backstory, if I didn't know anything about this man and I'm sitting in the jury box, I don't know anything about this case whatsoever, and I wasn't a psychic, I think I might believe him. And I know you guys are probably screaming. My husband's going to scream when he hears me say this. I'm stupid. If I don't have spirit telling me something, okay, you didn't kill him? All right. Okay. And I'm like this with people in real life. This is why I've been hurt so much, and people just lie to my face and I buy it. But unless spirit comes in and says, hold up, wait a minute, then I'm trusting and I'm believing. Therefore, you have to assume the jury is full of people like that who will believe what they hear, because you're not giving anything for them to think otherwise. Prove it. Prove it. Yeah, the man's sketchy. You guys know more about it than I do. Just his badge that he would use, although he's not in law enforcement, and the blue lights on the car. My husband just told me about that. Why does he's a lawyer? The family history. I'm not sure that case should even be heard in the county where it's at. This might have been better served out of state, where people like me have never heard of the man and we don't know the backstory, and we have to basically just go on the facts. But the prosecutors, I'm probably going to keep watching, because is there a rabbit that's going to be pulled out of a hat? What's happening? When is the oh moment? There's not enough. This man's going to get away with freaking murder. Again, murdering a woman, murdering a child. I know he wasn't a child, but he was his child. I want the evidence. By the way, I could never be on a jury, ever, because I have to proclaim that I'm a psychic medium. And I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say that I'm not a psychic medium. If, you know, like when you get called for jury duty and they ask you, is there any reason why, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm not going to withhold the fact that I'm a psychic medium. Oh my God, that would not be good. So I'm not someone good for a jury. Don't call me. Don't ever call me for jury duty. Just don't do it. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of my time. Okay, so let's talk about spirits. Where are they? Have they come in? We have Alex's mom and dad. We have the son Paul or Pawpaw, and we have wife Maggie, sometimes called Mags. And I'm looking around. I'm looking for them right now. I'm looking in my mind. I'm looking for them. Okay, hold on. Here comes somebody. Hold on. It's not anyone from this case. And what does that mean? I have heard nothing. I can't even see them as being passed. I have absolutely no connecting line to them. The only thing I see in my mind is maybe what you see, and that is they're dead on the floor in the kennels on the estate. What does that mean? What does it mean? I don't even see them being dead. I know they're dead. I know they've been murdered. But here's something Spirit keeps bringing up. I keep asking Spirit to show me MURDAUGH killing his wife and son. Give me something. Show me he did it or show me he didn't do it. Give me something I can hold on to and have a starting point to see what's happening. Now, this is not Spirit telling me this. This is just me. And remember, just me alone, I'm not that smart. Okay? I need Spirit to help me. What if, I'm throwing this out there, this is not fact-based. A lot of people are going to have a problem with what I'm about to say. I know that. I'm just spitballing, okay? What if, this is not from Spirit, what if MURDAUGH hired someone, paid someone to do the murders? And as I say that out loud, I'm waiting for Spirit to either strike me with lightning or confirm it or something. And the reason I'm saying that is because if this guy was involved, as he's said, in so many millions of dollars worth of drugs, we both know one human being can't consume that much drugs just on their own. Maybe he's connected to some drug lords. Maybe he's connected to some sort of mafia. Maybe that's why he panicked all the time trying to get money, because he's got a hit on him. I don't know. And again, I'm just throwing this out there. I am not saying this is factual at all, and I am not saying that Spirit is saying this. This is just me kind of throwing some different ideas out there. Because honestly, if I was a juror, this is probably what I would be thinking. scary. Because we don't want someone to get away with murder. We want the person who did it to have the punishment. So nothing from spirit at this point. Does that mean spirit's never going to talk to me? No, spirits can come in at any time. They can come in this very moment. They can come in 5 years from now. As I mentioned in a video, I don't know when, but I mentioned my grandma didn't come into my presence for 10 years after she died, and it was very brief. So I just don't ever know when spirit's going to come in or if they're going to come in at all. That's why I ask spirit, give me something. Fine. If you don't want me to channel you or you're not available, I respect that. I'm not going to bother you. But can you give me something? Can you give me some sort of information? Again, God, the universe says you're not God. You don't need to know everything. Yes, you have a gift. I allow you, this is God talking, I allow you to do X, Y, and Z, but you're not going to get A through Z. So I get put in my place, and that's fine. So that's all I have on this case. And, let me just remind you, don't get so involved with any murder case that it consumes you to the point where you're upset, you're getting high blood pressure about it. But Audrey, this guy's not going to have to even do the crime. I know. It's very likely he won't have to do the time for the crime. But we can't allow that to make us ill. So anyway, that's my view on the Murdaugh case, you guys. It's not a lot, I know that, but I will certainly be back with more if there's something to talk about. All right, you guys, take care. I'll see you super soon.